What started as a regular late-night interview spiraled into one of the most intense on-air confrontations Stephen Colbert has ever had, and yes, it was with Tucker Carlson. What could turn a talk show into a battlefield? Can a host outspin a news veteran? Why would old Fox News stories ignite a war? The New York studio of The Late Show buzzed with energy, Colbert's grin sharp, Carlson's entrance a bold grab, his years at Fox News a lightning rod for jabs and cheers. The plan seemed simple: poke at his past, keep it fun, land viral clips, no need for a real fight, just a show to win. Carlson settled into the guest chair, his vibe calm, eyes scanning the crowd, ready for Colbert's game, his TV polish a shield, built from dodging critics. Colbert kicked off light, tossing jokes about Fox News, its loud takes, Carlson's old election rants, real stories that stirred millions, no small noise. The crowd laughed. Carlson nodded, his smile easy, brushing. Fight off the mood loose, fans loving the roast, expecting no blood. Was this just banter or a spark waiting to catch? The mood shifted fast, Colbert dropping the laughs, asking about Carlson's election coverage, claims of stolen votes, misinformation that fueled chaos. No joke now. Carlson's face tightened, his answer quick, defending his work, saying he gave voice to doubts, not lies. His voice firm, the crowd still, sensing heat. Colbert's eyes locked, pressing harder, asking if he meant to mislead, hurt trust. Why go there? Did Colbert want truth, or just a fight? The room grew tense, cameras tight, crew swapping looks, the script fading. Carlson's hands stiffened, Colbert's next jab ready, fans split, some craving fire, others nervous. The stage no longer a comedy spot but a clash, the air heavy. Fox News a trigger, Colbert's push a shove. The night set to burn, something raw breaking through, no one braced for the storm, truth ready to spill. The studio stayed quiet, Colbert's jab about Carlson's misleading election coverage hanging heavy. The crowd's laughs gone, eyes darting between host and guest, no fun left. Carlson sat stiff, his hands still, trying to pivot, defending. His Fox News work, saying he raised real voter concerns, not lies. A voice for millions, his tone sharp, dodging the charge of harm. Colbert didn't ease up, asking again if Carlson knew his words sparked distrust, his voice hard, no smile now. Carlson's eyes narrowed, his answer quick, claiming he spoke truth, not spin. His Fox News segments built on doubts many shared, real fears, not fiction, but his jaw tensed, the crowd tense, some nodding, others uneasy, the defense heated, no laugh to break it. Colbert leaned in, pushing harder, saying Carlson's stories fed chaos, not facts, asking if he cared about the fallout, a dig at his intent, not just his words. The room stirred, a few gasps, Carlson's patience fraying, the stage ready to spark. The fight broke when Colbert got personal, asking if Carlson slept easy, knowing his takes hurt voters, split families, a jab too close, bold, raw. Carlson's face reddened, his voice snapping, accusing Colbert of being a late-night puppet for the DNC. The crowd stunned, some cheering, others silent, the rudeness sharp, Colbert's grin fading, his cool slipping, the hit landing hard. Public meant to sting, fans split, the air electric, no break coming. Colbert tried to shift, tossing a question about media trust, hoping to cool things, but it fell flat. The crowd locked on Carlson's fire, his snapback owning the moment, the host scrambling, his push backfiring. The producer signaled for a cut urgent, but Colbert waved it off, eyes on Carlson, refusing to fold. The argument alive, no script to save it. The stage shook, Carlson's edge clear, Colbert fighting to stand, the night spiraling, Fox News a fuse, the drama climbing. No way to stop it yet. The studio crackled, Carlson's biting jab at Colbert, branding him a late-night puppet for the DNC, echoing hard, the crowd torn, some cheering his fire, others stunned, the host's face tight, his stage slipping fast. Colbert stood firm, hands gripping his desk, trying to strike back, asking about Carlson's Fox News role, pushing election fraud tales, real claims that fired up millions. But his voice shook, fans glued to the fight, Carlson's glare cold. No mood for details. the clash too raw to pivot. Carlson fired again, his voice sharp, accusing Colbert of dodging truth, no grasp of what voters felt. His Fox News work a voice for the ignored, not a scam. The crowd stirred, some clapping, others tense. The hit bold, Colbert's jaw set, his swing weak, asking why Carlson spread doubt. What he gained, a jab off mark, fueling rage, Carlson's hand waving, slamming the host as a fake, no stakes, just noise, the shame public, cruel, meant to wound. Colbert pushed forward, his tone rising, saying Carlson's stories weren't just talk. They broke trust, hurt democracy, while he played victim. A blow meant to cut, deep, pointed. Carlson's eyes flashed, his voice low, accusing Colbert of pushing lies, a pawn for elites, no guts. The crowd stunned, some cheering, most quiet. Colbert's face red, shame clear. Carlson snapped back a strike, his anger ruling, no laugh. Left the stage his, fans split, the fight brutal, no break coming. The producer signaled hard, show spiraling, but Colbert held ground, asking if Carlson cared about facts or just his brand, a hit too sharp, meant to snap. Carlson's face darkened, his voice cold, accusing the host of spinning dirt, no heart, just ego. The crowd hushed, the clash savage. Colbert's push a spark, Carlson's rage a wall, the night breaking, Fox News a trigger, the drama soaring. Colbert's edge growing, Carlson's stand shaky, the stage set to shift. The studio buzzed with tension, Carlson's jab at Colbert's ego cutting deep. The crowd split, some cheering his fire, others silent, the host's face set, his stage nearly lost. Colbert stood tall, hands firm, trying to hit back, asking about Carlson's Fox News segments, nightly rants that stoked election doubts, real moments that swayed millions, but his voice wavered. Fans hooked on the fight. Carlson's eyes hard, no care for specifics. The clash too personal, too fierce. To shift. Carlson struck again, his voice biting, accusing Colbert of twisting his work. No clue what drove voters. His Fox News voice a stand for the forgotten, not a trick. The crowd stirred, some clapping, others tense. The hit raw. Colbert's jaw tight, his swing soft, asking why Carlson pushed fear, what he hid, a jab-off mark sparking rage. Carlson's hand waving, slamming the host as a fraud, no truth, just noise, the shame public, cruel, meant to bruise. Colbert leaned in, his tone rising, saying Carlson's rants weren't just noise, they split families, broke trust. While he claimed free speech, a blow meant to hurt, deep, reckless. Carlson's eyes burned, his voice low, accusing Colbert of being a late-night puppet for the DNC. Doubling down, the crowd stunned, some cheering, most quiet, Colbert's face burning, shame raw. Carlson snapped back a strike, his anger ruling, no laugh left. The stage his, fans torn, the fight vicious, no break coming. The producer signaled wild, show crashing, but Colbert pushed on, asking if Carlson's free speech excused lies, hurt caused, a hit too far, meant to snap. Carlson's face twisted, his voice sharp, accusing the host of dragging his name through dirt. No honor, just greed. The crowd hushed, the clash brutal. Colbert's push a spark, Carlson's rage a wall, the night breaking, Fox News a trigger, the drama soaring, Colbert's stand sharpening, Carlson's hold slipping, the stage tilting, truth a blade ready to shift. The studio stayed tense, Carlson's sharp jab branding Colbert a late-night puppet for the DNC again, hitting hard. The crowd split, some cheering his fire, others stunned, the host's face red, his stage crumbling. Colbert stood firm, hands gripping his desk, tossing a question about Carlson's Fox News role, pushing election tales that divided voters, real stories that shook trust. But his voice shook, fans locked on the fight, Carlson's glare cold. No mood for details, the clash too raw to shift. Carlson fired back, his voice cold, accusing Colbert of warping his work, no grasp of what people feared. His Fox News takes a stand for truth, not chaos. The crowd stirred, some clapping, others quiet. The hit bold, Colbert's jaw clenched, his swing weak, asking why Carlson ignored the harm, what he gained, a jab off mark, fueling rage, Carlson's hand waving, slamming the host as a liar. No. Heart just talk, the shame public cruel meant to scar. Colbert pushed harder, his tone rising, saying Carlson's stories didn't just spark debate, they broke bonds, fueled anger, while he played free speech hero, a blow meant to cut, reckless, deep. Carlson's eyes flashed, his voice low, accusing Colbert of pushing elite lies. No stake in real fights, a clown chasing cheers, the crowd stunned, some cheering, most silent, Colbert's face burning, shame raw, Carlson's snap back a strike, his anger ruling, no laugh left, the stage his, fans torn, the fight brutal. The producer signaled hard, show sinking, but Colbert leaned in, asking if Carlson cared about viewers misled, lives hurt by his words, a hit too cruel, meant to snap. Carlson's face twisted, his voice sharp, accusing the host of spitting on his work, no honor, just dirt. The crowd hushed, the clash savage, Colbert's push a spark, Carlson's rage a wall, the night breaking, Fox News a trigger, the drama soaring, Colbert's edge growing, Carlson's stand faltering, the stage set to turn. Truth afire, ready to claim the win. The studio crackled, Carlson's jab at Colbert's greed biting hard. The crowd tense, some cheering his fire, others silent, the host's face firm, his stage wobbling but held. Colbert stood steady, hands set, tossing a question about Carlson's Fox News role, segments that pushed election fraud claims, real stories that stirred chaos, but his voice stayed clear, fans hooked on the fight, Carlson's eyes sharp, no patience for details, the clash too raw, too fierce to shift now. Carlson fired back, his voice cold, accusing Colbert of smearing his work. No sense of what his viewers needed. His Fox News takes a voice for truth, not lies. The hit bold, the crowd split, some clapping, others quiet. Colbert's jaw tight, his push weak, asking why Carlson ignored the fallout. What he hid, a jab off mark, sparking rage. Carlson's hand waving, calling the host a late-night puppet for the DNC. The shame public, cruel, meant to burn. Colbert leaned in, his tone rising, saying Carlson's words didn't just spark debate, they broke trust, hurt voters, while he claimed free speech, a blow meant to cut, deep, reckless, the crowd stunned, some cheering, most hushed, Carlson's eyes flashing, his voice low, accusing Colbert of pushing elite spin, no stake in real fights, a clown chasing clout, Colbert's face red, shame raw, Carlson's snap back a strike, his anger ruling, no laugh left, the stage his, fans torn, the fight brutal. The producer signaled hard, show breaking. But Colbert pushed forward, asking if Carlson's free speech was worth the chaos. Lives changed, a hit too far, meant to snap. Carlson's face twisted, his voice sharp, accusing the host of dragging his work through dirt, no honor, just lies. The crowd hushed, the clash savage, Colbert's push a spark, Carlson's rage a wall, the night cracking, Fox News a trigger, the drama soaring, Colbert's stand growing, Carlson's grip slipping, the stage set to turn, truth afire ready to shift. The studio stayed tense, Carlson's jab at Colbert's lies cutting sharp, the crowd split, some cheering his fire, others quiet, the host's face steady, his stage shaky, but held. Colbert stood firm, hands calm, tossing a question about Carlson's Fox News segments, nightly rants that stoked election doubts, real moments that broke trust, but his voice stayed strong. Fans glued to the fight, Carlson's eyes cold, no mood for specifics, the clash too personal, too fierce to pivot. Carlson struck back, his voice biting, accusing Colbert of warping his work. No clue what drove his audience, his Fox News voice a stand for the ignored. Not chaos, the hit raw, the crowd stirred, some clapping, others tense. Colbert's jaw set, his swing soft, asking why Carlson fueled fear, what he hid, a jab-off mark sparking rage. Carlson's hand waving, slamming the host as a fraud, no heart, just spin. The shame bold, public, meant to wound. Colbert pushed harder, his tone rising, saying Carlson's claims weren't just noise, they hurt voters, split families. While he played truth-teller, a blow meant to cut, reckless, deep, the crowd stunned, some cheering, most silent, Carlson's eyes burning, his voice low, accusing Colbert of pushing lies. A late-night puppet for the DNC, the jab repeated. Colbert's face red, shame raw, Carlson snapped back a strike, his anger ruling, no laugh left. The stage his, fans torn, the fight brutal. The producer signaled wild show crashing, But Colbert leaned in, asking if Carlson cared about the lives his words changed, the trust he broke. A hit too cruel, meant to snap. Carlson's face twisted, his voice sharp, accusing the host of trashing. His work, no respect, just greed. The crowd hushed, the clash savage, Colbert's push a spark, Carlson's rage a wall, the night breaking, Fox News a trigger, the drama soaring, Colbert's stand sharpening, Carlson's hold faltering, the stage set to shift, truth afire ready to claim the win. The studio buzzed with tension. Colbert's jab about the lives, Carlson's words broke, cutting deep. The crowd split, some cheering the host's fire, others tense, the guest's face tight, his stage slipping fast. Colbert stood tall, hands steady, tossing a question about Carlson's Fox News legacy, segments that fueled election doubts, real stories that shook faith, but his voice stayed firm. Fans locked on the fight, Carlson's eyes sharp, no patience for details. The clash, too raw, too fierce to shift. Carlson fired back, his voice cold, accusing Colbert of smearing his work, no sense of what his viewers needed. His Fox News takes a stand for truth, not harm. The hit weak, the crowd stirred, some clapping, others quiet. Colbert's jaw set, his swing stronger, asking why Carlson dodged the chaos he caused, what he feared. A jab on point, sparking rage, Carlson's hand waving, slamming the host as a liar. No heart, just spin. The shame public, meant to bruise. Colbert leaned closer, his tone fierce, saying Carlson's words didn't just spark debate. They broke trust, hurt people. While he hid behind free speech, a blow meant to hurt, bold, deep. The crowd stunned, some cheering, most silent. Carlson's eyes burning, his voice low, accusing Colbert of being a late-night puppet for the DNC. The jab tired, Colbert's face firm, shame fading, Carlson's snapback losing bite, his anger slipping, no laugh left, the stage turning, fans shifting, the fight fierce. The producer signaled hard show-breaking, but Colbert pushed on, asking if Carlson's truth was worth the pain. The voters misled. A hit meant to end it. Carlson's face twisted, his voice weak, accusing the host of dragging his name through. Lies no honor, just greed. The crowd hushed, the clash brutal, but Colbert stood taller, his voice clear, calling Carlson's dodge weak, no dodge left. The night breaking, Fox News a spark, the drama peaking, Colbert's win close. Carlson's stand crumbling, the stage his to claim. The studio roared with tension, Colbert's call-out of Carlson's weak dodge hanging heavy. The crowd split, some cheering the host's fire, others stunned, the guest's face pale, his ground gone. Colbert stood firm, eyes locked on Carlson. No retreat, the stage his Fox News election lies. Real claims that broke trust, now a weapon turned back. Carlson's spin failing, the fight no longer his. Fans hooked, no laugh left, just truth, raw, fierce, ready to win. Carlson tried one last swing, his voice low, accusing Colbert of twisting his work, no sense of what voters needed. His Fox News voice a stand for the ignored, not chaos. But the jab fell flat, his fire fading, the crowd quiet, sensing the shift. Colbert's jaw steady, his push clear, asking why Carlson hid behind lies if his own words weren't the real harm. A hit that landed, clean, brutal, meant to end it. Fans stirring, some clapping, others still. The stage his, no escape left. Colbert pressed on, his tone strong, saying Carlson's talk of truth was hollow, hurting voters, breaking faith while he claimed free speech. A final blow, not cruel, but true, aimed to win, not wound. The crowd hushed, then loud, cheering. Colbert some booing Carlson, his defeat clear, his temper flaring, voice shaking, accusing Colbert of being a late-night puppet for the DNC, the jab empty, fans roaring, Colbert's face calm, Carlson's stand broken, no fight left, the eye. Stage 1, truth ablade, sharp, final. The crowd surged, clapping wild, Colbert waving, his face steady, no gloat, just strength, thanking fans, no jab at Carlson, just a nod to real talk. The stage glowing, his win pure, not stolen, fans united, no split, the show alive, stronger. For it, Fox News shadow gone, a lesson left, not a scar later. Clips spread, fans talking, not of fights but courage. Colbert's fire a light, truth a question, not a chain. The night a triumph, shared, bold, no fall, just heart, clear, forever real.